there for you. ZakPak, only on YouTube. ZakPak, what will he do next? ZakPak, let's find out, 'cause it's on with the show.
Hey guys, Zach here, coming at you with another video. So today I'm going to be talking about ports that I want for the Nintendo Switch. So firstly, I want to mention that, because like a lot of people are complaining about how many ports are coming to the Switch. And, you know, it really, the more ports the better, really. I mean, like if they did a port every single month, I'd be fine with that. It's just that I think last year the ports became overwhelming because there was no new content to back it up. You know, they need just as much new content as remastered content if they're going to do that. So, personally, I don't see any problem with remastering games at all, you know, and putting them on the Switch. I just think they're going to have a lot of new games to supplement it. Because, you know, with those remastered games, as well as these new games, it expands the Switch library. And having it portable means that having those console ports, being able to play on an HD system that's portable, you know, there's no downside to that, really. So I'm not only going to be talking about Nintendo ports, I'm going to also be talking about third-party ports. And I'll start with the third-party ports. Now, Capcom has announced that they are going to be re-releasing Resident Evils 0, 1, and 4 for the Nintendo Switch. And I would love to see Resident Evil 7. Resident Evil 7 is, like, I really want to get into that game. I have it on the Xbox One, and I have played it before, but I never really got to completing it, simply because I just got stuck, and one of the boss fights is really hard for me. So, I just never got around to beating it. So Resident Evil 7 is definitely one I want to see come to the Nintendo Switch. Kingdom Hearts 3 is another one that I just really want to see come to the Switch. I want to see not only Kingdom Hearts 3, but the first two as well. And I know Kingdom Hearts 3 hasn't come out yet, but you know, if it's only coming out on Xbox and PlayStation, so if it were going to come to the Switch, it would have to be ported over. I just really want to play the Kingdom Hearts series, you know, and you know, I have an Xbox One. I don't have a PlayStation 4, you know, so like I would get like all the other ones, but I really can't. And I have an Xbox, like I said. But they don't have the Kingdom Hearts collection on the Xbox, so it's only going to be 3 on the Xbox. And I want to play the first 2 games first, for obvious reasons. So, you know, it kind of sucks. So I would love to see that Kingdom Hearts collection that came out on PS4. I would love to see that come out on Switch too, and then also getting Kingdom Hearts 3. I think it's completely possible that we see Kingdom Hearts. I mean, it's Kingdom Hearts. Like, it's a big Japanese RPG, aka perfect for the Switch. The next one I want to talk about is Dead Rising 3, or really any of the Dead Rising games, maybe except for 4. Dead Rising is one of those series that I love simply because it doesn't feel like a typical zombie game to me. It's a little more about the thrill of actually, you know, making these vehicles and combo weapons and such, and being able to take out these zombies in interesting ways. It's never been about the story. It's never been really about the zombies. It's been about creating these crafts and like doing all these missions, and I love the style of game that it is. It's an open world game. Granted, the map is pretty small, but it's a very interesting map. At least for Dead Rising 3, it's basically a city, and it's split up into 4 different boroughs or sections. And I personally like Dead Rising 3 is the one I want to see the most because of the fact that I like Dead Rising 3 the most out of all of the Dead Rising games. But Dead Rising 1 and 2 would definitely be welcome as well. Another third-party game that I want to see, which is an Xbox exclusive, is Left 4 Dead. I would love to see Left 4 Dead on the Nintendo Switch. Now, I know that, like, 3 out of the 4 of the games I've talked about are, like, these mature, shooty games, but, I mean, the Nintendo Switch could use some of these. I mean, Left 4 Dead, it's a really fun game that would really add a lot more value to the Nintendo Switch's online component. Because Left 4 Dead, to this day, on PC, you could still find people to play with online. On the Xbox, you could still find people to play with online. And Left 4 Dead 2 is 10 years old this year. Like, it's crazy. So, being able to play Left 4 Dead 2, or 1, either one, you know, on the go, on your Nintendo Switch, would be fantastic. I know it's an Xbox exclusive, and it probably won't change from that, but I think it would be really fun to see. So the last third-party port, that I want to talk about is Silent Hill, particularly Silent Hill 2. I love the Silent Hill games with a passion. Like I said, particularly the second one. Silent Hill 2 scared the crap out of me when I first played it. And, you know, being able to play that on the Switch, I think would be amazing. Give it a little bit of a graphical boost. You know, I know that the Silent Hill series is basically dead. I don't think we're ever going to see anything from the Silent Hill series ever again. Maybe an HD remake of some of the games, if that. But I think having Silent Hill on the Switch would be really, really cool. And it's a freaking fun and scary game. It's got the atmosphere, it's got the ambience, it's got everything going for it. So I think having that game, you know, like I said, particularly Silent Hill 2, on the Switch would be amazing. So we're gonna move on to the Nintendo ports that I want. Now keep in mind, like with the first 5 that were the third-party ones, I'm fine with them just being ports, like just brought over as is, basically. Maybe with some graphical touches here and there for like maybe Left 4 Dead and such like that. But I with these, I would like more in line of HD remasters or some sort of up-res to make the game look nicer, like retexturing, that kind of stuff. So the first game, I'm gonna obviously get this one out of the way. It's Luigi's Mansion. I would love to see Luigi's Mansion completely redone in glorious HD. Now, I know we got it for the 3DS, but Nintendo has released games for both their, like, the home console and the handheld console. They did it with Sushi Striker, so I would love to see them do it with Luigi's Mansion. Give Luigi's Mansion the real HD boost that it needs, and since GameCube controllers are now supported on the Switch, it would be a great way to get people to buy those GameCube controllers to play a game like Luigi's Mansion on the Nintendo Switch. I think you're going to see a common theme that most of these are GameCube games. Really, most of these are GameCube games. But the next one I want to talk about is Super Mario Sunshine. Now, Super Mario Sunshine, to me, is a glorious looking game. I think it looks beautiful on the Nintendo GameCube. And I think it could really benefit from an HD boost on the Switch. It definitely has that kind of charm that, you know, I think it was like kind of like Luigi's Mansion. It wasn't like, you know, that well received at first because of how different it was, but as time went on, people grew to actually really like it. So I really want Super Mario Sunshine to get an HD remaster because of all the tropical colors, all the water effects they can do. They can do so much with Super Mario Sunshine. And I really hope that one day they do, or at the very least, add some sort of Super Mario Sunshine DLC to Mario Odyssey. That would be really cool. The third game, and the last of the GameCube titles I want to talk about, is Eternal Darkness. Now, this game is, like I said, another GameCube game, and it is a survival horror game that really tests with your sanity. There's a sanity meter on the side of the game that goes up whenever something scary happens, and when it reaches the top, something happens that will make you kind of question, like, what's going on. Like, sometimes the volume bar will go down, your controller will disconnect, it'll say you can't read the memory card or the disc, so it will mess with you the more you go insane in the game, and that is super, super cool. Not a concept very much used in video games. Not, like, no games really use that fourth wall breaking kind of technique, and I really like that. So, Eternal Darkness is definitely one I would love to see get an HD boost and come to the Nintendo Switch. I would love, for the Wii, to see Super Mario Galaxy. Now, I know I already talked about Super Mario Sunshine, and that's a 3D Mario game, and this is a 3D Mario game. But Super Mario Galaxy is also a beautiful game, and I think that it could really benefit from getting that HD boost and being brought to the Switch. I don't know what more I can really say about it. It's kind of like the same as Sunshine. It looks great. It would be great on the Switch. Just adapt the controls to like a Pro Controller or the Joy-Cons, and you're good. You know, they don't have to do that much with Mario Galaxy, just kind of shine it up a little bit. And I would love if they would do that for the Nintendo Switch. So I think the last port that should come to the Switch, now this isn't, this one is a little bit stretching the rules here. I think this one should be a collection. I think there should be a Mario Party collection. Basically, all the games, 1 all the way to 10, not including Super Mario Party, because obviously that one's already on the Switch. And, you know, they should just have either a collection of all 10 original Mario Party games, or if you want to count the handheld ones, well, actually, no, they wouldn't work. So the first 10, or actually probably the first 9, because 10's on the Wii U, and that has a double screen, and that's complicated. So the first 9, or preferably the first 8, or you do the best of. So So you take the first 8 games, and you take the best boards from them, and put them in this game. It's kind of like the Mario Party Top 100, but includes the boards as well as the mini games. So you really have everything. You have 2 boards from each Mario Party, so that totals 8 times 2, 16 boards. And I would love to. I did a video on Super Mario Party DLC that talked about my favorite boards from each game. So if you want to see that, I'm not going to talk about all the boards here, but I think it'd be really, really cool if they actually did something with the more older Mario Party games and brought them back. Because Super Mario Party, as fun as it is, it's not the Mario Party that most of us grew up on. So if they redid all those old Mario Party games, made the boards look nicer, made the minigame play smoother, picked the best minigames, picked the best boards, have all the characters from Super Mario Party, plus the ones that have been cut out, Birdo, Blooper, hell, even Koopa Kid, bring them all back and have this ultimate Mario Party collection. Mario Party Ultimate. No, Super Mario Party Ultimate. Let's start it now, guys. So that's all for today's video that I'm going to do about the Nintendo Switch. Let me know down in the comments what you think, what ports you want to see, or if you don't want to see ports at all. Like I said, I want to see a lot of ports. But they have to have the first-party content to go along, the new first-party content to go along with the ports. They can't just release ports and say that's it. That's what last year was, and it didn't work out for them. They need to release all these ports as well as all these new games. Like, if we got this year, if we got Yoshi's Crafted World, Luigi's Mansion 3, Animal Crossing, and let's add Metroid Prime 4 in for fun, and Fire Emblem 3 Houses, and they also decided to do remakes of The Legend of Zelda, Skyward Sword, Luigi's Mansion, Pikmin 1, 2, and 3, and Metroid Prime 1, 2, and 3, that would work. That would be excellent. That would be a great year for Nintendo. So, personally, that's what they should do. In my personal opinion. And let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Like I said, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Check out my Patreon if you haven't done so. I would love if you guys could support me on there, but you don't have to. Thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, see you guys in the next video.